Who's been your biggest mentor and why?
I think I've been asked this question a few times. I've been very fortunate to have been given access to a number of exceptional leaders. I think I particularly look at my very first boss, who worked for another bank of a colour I will not name, or I won't say. Very, very innovative, very out-of-the-box thinker, kind of really broke the mould of what a banker is perceived to be. Learned a lot from him. I think I could probably ring-fence two more since then. Then I worked for a very operational boss, but with lots of experience. One who taught me that the strategy or the innovation role in an organization like this is not always about the blue sky thinking or about the way we do things differently. It's about sometimes really following a rigorous process. So there's one thing having great ideas, there's another thing making sure that you can execute on it.
In your own words, what is innovation?
So innovation has also, for me, the definition has changed over time. I think previously I used to think it was the cool stuff that we do outside of our day jobs. It's the stuff that gets people excited, that really, I suppose, gets you out of bed. In time, my definition has changed, and I've realized that innovation is around commercializing those ideas. So it's not around the idea itself, it's around making that idea valuable to a client or multiple clients or a segment of clients. And being able to actually take an idea from that early stage all the way through to market and making something profitable. So I always think the definition of invention is, creating something. Innovation is taking that something and making it worthwhile, and typically linked to some kind of financial benefit.
Why is innovation important? You can qualify this in terms of big business, small business, and entrepreneurship.
I think, to not use too many of the cliches, innovation is obviously, it's at the heart of large and small companies. The cliche is Kodak and all the usuals, where you kind of say, let's not have a Kodak moment. You can not innovate, believe in your business model, believe in the products that you've created over time, and just hope that they're going to carry you through. I think Apple is very unique. We obviously all love Apple. Well, most of us. Yeah, we do. But I think Apple, where they really differentiated themselves, was they took the concept of innovation in terms of product and they merged it with design. And that's what I really love, is the sort of fanaticism that Steve Jobs and Jonathan Ive put into the whole concept of not just what it does, but how it looks and how it feels and how it makes you feel.
Keeping innovation in mind, where do you see traditional and digital media in 5 years' time?
So as a separate concept, well, that's probably the answer. They probably aren't a separate concept.
Yeah.
I think the concept of traditional media in terms of like print and radio and TV has to merge at some point with the connected consumer, if that's a term. Maybe I just created one. I think you can't say that you'll have a static relationship with a consumer. In other words, they're driving past a billboard where there isn't something like a call to action that maybe takes me instantaneously to something. The concept of, I can scan something, or I can feel something, or I can augmented reality something. I think there has to be a merge at some point between that concept of traditional media and kind of where digital and interactive media is going. If I can't purchase something real time through something I've just seen, then how relevant is that thing to me? Because that means I've got to remember it later, I've got to go and log on to something or go to a store. And I think that concept of brick and mortar versus the digital or the virtual world is already, but it's going to come together so much more quickly. And I think the media world is going to run, if not in parallel, maybe even faster.